I was in the pool, and and doing workout, and doing birth charts, and oh, and then working at the school. Everybody, I am delighted in introducing to you Uranus in Aquarius. Hey guys, hey, how are you? Hey! Uranus in Aquarius. Thank you, thank you. I love all you too. You all make my evening here at this side of the planet better for me to go to bed. Thank you. Love all of you too. Well, today we are going to talk about Uranus in Aquarius. A couple of announcements. Thank you for your donations. Thank you so much for your support, your subscription. Thank you guys. There's a couple of you who request a birth chart. There's one or two of you who have paid for a birth chart. Please call me. You know who you are, 347-485-6258. PayPal registered your payment, but your name did not appear, so I need to know who you are. Okay? Good. We are going to today discuss a few powerful truths. Oh my God. Powerful truths. But first, a little Patron. Like they said about last call, so this is the last call for me. But that's okay, because I still got my split. I just bought a new batch today. Listen, this one is a doozy. A doozy. Okay? So, I took a lot of, the archons, were deciding what to channel through concerning Uranus and Aquarius. Because Uranus and Aquarius is out of this world. Literally out of this world. Uranus in Aquarius. Oh. Uranus in Aquarius. Let me tell you. I know I know, I love it. It's 3:30 in the morning. I haven't taped this late since I was back in New York. It's a different feeling, a different atmosphere, you know? So understand that when you're born with Uranus in Aquarius, you have made, especially if you're born with the sun Uranus in Aquarius. So this is for Aquarians, and then from there, I'm gonna gravitate how Uranus and Aquarius affecting a particular generation carries this same theme that you see embodied by those born with the sun conjunct Uranus in Aquarius. The beat. You know, sir. Oh, that's a nice beat. Joe knows that. Anyway, before I get caught up near the road patrol, the plane runs in the wrong way. And before you know, ooh, you're up there. Good in keeping with Uranus in Aquarius. You, Uranus in Aquarius. Thank you, Jackson. Damn, Mail Jackson sent me some money. Thank you. Yes, I love my beat too. Uranus, like I mentioned, is a planet that not much is known about. Not even cosmologists know much about Uranus. And there's some material scientists that believe that it might have been thrown off the central mass or that it is a rogue planet like Neptune, which ended up in our solar system. It is not yet determined by cosmologists. The fact of the matter is that the archons have revealed to me recently that Uranus actually was thrown off the central mass, but collided with other dust debris. It's a homogeneity from other parts that has debris. At that time of the solar system, there was constriction and then expansion of the explosion that was to become later our solar system with other planets. Understand that these explosions and these collisions that eventually formulated planets was something that was going against the ripple of space-time, stretching space-time and then contracting it, stretching it and contracting it. And the contracting it, it was pulling other energies and star systems and chemistries of other systems to it, then expanding it, and then pulling it like the oceans where they push away and then they come in and they push away the waves and they come as above, so below. That same phenomenon occurs with the fabric of space-time. So, it is believed that a lot of what became the gas giant of Uranus was a composite of many other solar dust systems that has been homogenized and then consolidated in one of those expansion and contractions of the fabric of space-time due to the explosive nature of what's going on or happening during the sun period. Oh, this is deep. This is deep. It is deep. It is deep. And I have not gotten started. But I have to explain to you the mythology and also the cosmogenesis of Uranus, which is still in debate in material science to this day. But one thing that we are absolutely sure, both in the field of astrology and in the field of cosmology, is that Neptune is definitely not part of our solar system. It rules astrologers, people like me, while Uranus rules the field of astrology. But it doesn't rule the astrologers, but Neptune does. And Neptune is an extremely mysterious planet whose scientists to this day have no clue as to its origin. It certainly does not belong in the chemistry of our solar system, and it was never thrown off the central mass. So understand that Uranus bears a similar uniqueness. It is a composite of many stars, of many stardust, which is why Aquarius rules many people, cultures, and different groups of people. It is connecting to the original impulse of the fabric of space-time, in which it recognized all oneness before the separation of God and matter. This is deep. It's deep. Uranus remembers, Aquarius remember when everything was one, as in Aries, the Big Bang, that primordial atom, which then sprouts out into multiple universes, known and unknown. This is a genetic memory, a cosmogenetic memory that is stored and embedded in each person born with Uranus in Aquarius. Good day, good morning from the land down under. And Australia is another mysterious continent. Ooh. So understand that Uranus is a gas giant whose chemistry does not match our periodic table that we learn in chemistry, high school chemistry or college chemistry. There are all kinds of storm systems on Uranus. It's a very hostile, demonic planet. And the beings that live there, but yes, yes, there are beings that live there, yes. They don't look like you and me, but trust me, and yes, there are archons. Trust Uncle Fernando, I'm telling you. Oh yes, oh yes. So these energies are too demonic. And what do I mean by demonic? The vibrational frequency of these energies and these entities that reside in Uranus cannot reside or even come near carbon matter. It's too dangerous and destructive. It disintegrates atoms and neutrinos. Oh, the beat. Rika Panche. Oh, right before I told you some shit, the beat hit. It hit. Ooh, the beat. Uranus in Aquarius. Understand that when you're born with Uranus in Aquarius, you are a yes. No. Carbon don't kill them, but the energy of Uranus will kill carbon matter. Oh, absolutely. Oh, please. We are carbon. We're with the lowest vibration in the cosmos. Dust. There are other forms of matter far superior than this. Far superior than this. Believe me. Oh, it's terrifying. But these are the terrifying truths that reside when you are born with Uranus in Aquarius. I love you too. All of you. I have Uranus in Virgo, and I'm a Virgo along with Pluto. Remember, I was born in 67, the conjunction, remember? So I'm very Uranian as well as Plutonian and Neptunian. I am a spokesperson. Yes! Yeah, let me not talk about myself because that's going to be so easy with me. Yes! That girl that has that placement is a genius. Your daughter is a genius. A genius. She didn't even know it yet. Or maybe she does. I hope you do. And groom her. And put her in the best schools. Let life be her experimental laboratory. But with love and empathy and feeling. You know how I feel about that, right? Uranus is cold. Hey. Yes, PayPal me, guys. Thank you, Visions. Thank you. Understand that with Uranus in Aquarius, you are, well, let me go back to the Sun conjunct Uranus. For those of you who are born with Aquarius. Okay? Understand that when you're born with Uranus in Aquarius, conjunct the Sun, you are not from there. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Now, don't get me wrong. Many Aquarians feel that they're not from here. And let me make it clear. They act like aliens because they are observing life from a backseat of a car and they're passing through life. And therefore they don't connect. Yes, but they're not aliens. They're not. They have, people that are Aquarians, let me tell you, they are human, like you and me, but they have experience living in other star systems. And they have spent so much time living in other star systems that they have forgotten what it is to live in carbon matter again. They've been in carbon matter, but they've chosen through the evolution of the signs to go to other star systems, because that is the next level after you leave Aquarius, after you leave Capricorn. The next phase, you've mastered this universe, so now the next phase to master is other solar system. That impulse begins in Capricorn, the sign of initiation. But the journey begins in Aquarius, to actually journey through many different star systems. You need to watch the show The Jetsons. It's a cartoon that came out in the 80s, The Jetsons, where he went throughout all I remember the trailer, where he went to different star systems and collected all kinds of friends, and they all came together into Aquarium. That cartoon was ahead of its time, but it was telling you something. This is the nostalgia that afflicts Aquarians. They want to connect to other levels of intellect and life forms that is not carbon matter, because carbon matter is the lowest, the slowest, and the most inferior compared to other star systems that have other advanced beings and civilizations. Here, people shit, they piss, they fart, they get old, their breasts stink, they fart, they get old, their breasts stink. You know, carbon matter kind of sucks. There's a lot of pain. You're born in pain, and then you die with the sting of death. So, you know, wouldn't you want to go to another star system and experience none of this shit? This is the issue, and sometimes the depression that strikes many Aquarians, even though they might not care to admit it. They express their depression by separating from people, separating from friends, and even separating from themselves. It is a nostalgia that they're born with, that they can't shake off, because they have lost touch with being back in their carbon matter, and it's been proclaimed for them to have been part of their arsenal of journey is to go to carbon matter. But carbon ain't pretty. But this is where we will put it, because we are here to evolve, to be higher than Aquarius, higher than Pisces. We are supposed to become as gods. This is in Genesis. But the process from being animal, which is the zodiac means animal. We started out as animals in consciousness. We become human as consciousness. And then supra consciousness is that we become like Stan Lee's Superman. And we become gods ourselves. That's a journey of the soul. Through humanity, we evolve to become as gods. That impulse begins in Capricorn and begins to manifest in consciousness when you reach Aquarius. From here, we shall become gods, able to populate other universes. What Jehovah is doing here, we can do in other systems when we reach that level and transcend Jehovah. God is within us because we are God in human form. This is a powerful truth which is also terrifying and dangerous. But of course, this is secondhand knowledge for those who were born with Uranus in Aquarius. Oh, the bait! Uranus in Aquarius. We're almost home. Pisces, we're almost home. Release me of carbon matter and let me go back home. We're almost home. But it's fun being down here, even if it's for a minute. Uranus in Aquarius. This bit is too juicy. Oh, it's too juicy. Uranus in Aquarius. Oh, this Patron is popping. I'm enjoying my life while I'm in carbon matter, because it's short. It goes like a vapor. So don't worry about hangouts and insecurities and silence. Fuck that shit. When you reach Aquarius, you're on your way back to God. Leave that behind. Oh, but I'm gonna miss it though being down here because it does have its sensations and pleasures, and it is very heightened when you're born with Uranus in Aquarius. Okay. Now it's time for the spliff. Uranus in Aquarius. So 1960s. My generation, we're in our 50s and 60s now. And we don't look too bad either. The flower children. Mm-hmm. With Uranus in Aquarius, and many of you are born with this signature. Understand the genius that's inside of you. And that this genius is out of this world. It defines no definition. So don't look for some comparison to fit something else. Because look at me, what I do. Do you know anyone that does what I do? Do you? This is my Uranus. What's yours? What's your Uranus? Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Uranus in Aquarius. Yes, I'm Uranian, and I'm not from here. So I'm happy to give you this knowledge while I'm in carbon matter for a moment. Oh yeah. Oh wait, let your uncle enjoy this beat. Milihera, Milihera. Uranus in Aquarius also has a house. The 11th house. The 11th house is the love giving. While the 5th house, the opposite polarity, which is Leo, is the love that you give. So the 11th house and the 5th house belong in the same polarity. Aquarius, Leo. The ego and personality of self, which is dominated by Leo, and the ego and personality of the group or of the others. It is a balancing of not being too self-involved or self-inflated, because that can make you narcissistic, but not to be too overly humanitarianly based where it becomes fanatical. And now you got people like Jim Jones, David Koresh, David Applewhite, and other cult leaders that have arisen because of extremism. This also is a danger when you're born with Uranus in Aquarius. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So understand that when you're born with Uranus in the 11th house, the genius and those that are otherworldly, you're going to meet in group settings. If you're born with Uranus conjunct the sun, you are not from here, and you could be or have extraterrestrial influence in your bloodline. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry we're done. Please donate for content, www.paypal.me/the people's astrologer, or call for a birth chart 347-485-6258. You know I gotta say it, guys. But thank you as we now proceed with Uranus and the mysterious and most mysterious sign of them all, Pisces.